next victim. Germany at your place. You're the next victim. Protest now. Protest now. You're the next victim. You're going to become the next victim. Have a good one. Resist now, before it's too late. Don't be Germany in the 30s. Don't be Germany in the 30s. No two dictators, no two kings, no two fascists, no two Nazis. Resist now.
It's the law.
What brings you out here today?
My Constitution is being shredded by the president. Due process is the law. It's in the Constitution, and he's disappearing people. The people are picking people up aren't even ICE officers. They're Proud Boys, and people are randomly being picked up off the street. Now all you need is a criminal to look like a Proud Boy, and people are going to go, okay, I'll go with you. No, that's not how my country works. We follow the Constitution. Here's my other sign. Protect the Constitution from the president. He's never read it, or he never had anybody read it to him.
All right, thank you very much. I appreciate it. We are here. She's not afraid to state her view. We're here in Douglas, Arizona today by the Veterans Memorial here on Pan American Avenue and the junction of Highway 80 and G Avenue here in Douglas, Arizona for the No Kings Protest Douglas, Arizona version.
90 people strong.
90 people apparently is the official count here in Douglas. Earlier today in Sierra Vista, there was they estimated around 500 to 700 people in Sierra Vista today for the No Kings protest there. And this is the Douglas, Arizona version of the No Kings protest today.
90 protectors of democracy.
Can I talk to you on camera?
Certainly.
Sir, look at all your fellow Douglas folks here. I assume they're from Douglas. Are most of them from Douglas?
A lot of them are from Douglas and the surrounding area, Bisbee, Portal, Patagonia, and even a few people down here from Tucson. Rather than participate in the demonstrations in their cities or lack of demonstration, they came here to show their support. We have now nearly 90 people here, so that's really a great turnout. And this is not about parties, because the Democrats obviously have their own crumbling issues. But it gives me great hope to see people waking up. And you know, speaking of the word wake and the other versions of it, this whole anti-woke thing I never understood, because if you have the choice of being awake or asleep, be awake. And rather than being the being the lemmings following the leader off of the cliff. And a lot of the bad things that Trump is doing, if a Democrat did any of those, the Republicans would be going insane and calling for lynchings or impeachment or whatever. And when I try to talk to friends who are into Trump, those who are still following him, they just don't have they don't have much logic about it. I'll list 20 things that Trump has done bad this week, and they'll say, yeah, but what about the Hillary Clinton emails? Or they'll say, well, yeah, but he is going to lower prices on eggs. It's like, what? Anyway, I could go on and on, but it's really important for people to seize and protect democracy and to really understand the Constitution, because I don't think Trump has ever read it, nor would he understand it. I think he's someone who's probably pretty illiterate, actually.
Is this one of the bigger protests that you've seen in Douglas for this particular movement?
Yes, we had a similar-sized group at the in front of the post office about maybe 6 or 8 weeks ago. Okay. But we're very strong in numbers, whether there's 2 of us here or 90. it makes a big difference. And I believe it was JFK who said even the smallest grain of sand thrown into a pond sends out thousands of ripples in all directions. So it does make a difference. Otherwise, people just sit there and let a man become dictator and king, or in his mind he thinks he is. And it's very sad. And Trump keeps, every other day he'll change his mind. Like now he's saying, well, we just can't take all of the farm workers and send them back to Mexico, because then who's going to pick the food? It's like he should have thought of that 12 years ago when he first went on his anti-immigrant, anti-farm worker, anti-motel maid. Come on. And if they're going to bust restaurants, don't do it in LA. Go into the kitchens of all of the best restaurants in Washington, D.C., Bethesda, Maryland, and the surrounding area, Quantico, even Virginia. They're not going to bust those places because congressmen and senators and other politicians want to be able to have sushi, Italian food, Greek food, pizza. They don't want to see restaurants closed for lack of kitchen help. So, and one more thing, on the immigration debate, how come we never hear anything about all of the Americans selling real estate in Cancun, Puerto Vallarta, and Cabo San Lucas without a work permit? Oh, is that okay because they're dressed nice and they come in on a first-class plane? That does not justify that they can break the law. We need to keep repeating the phrase, no one is beyond the law, especially not Trump nor his wife, who arrived on a student visa or a tourist visa and then immediately started working as an adult model or whatever her career is. So if he wants to really clean house, he needs to start at home. And it would mean that his son Barron is actually an anchor baby. So, I don't know a lot about stuff, but I do know the obvious. And yes, I listen to NPR a lot. I watch PBS. I listen to BBC News. But that goes through a lot of filtering and research. A story on Fox Radio News might be 2 minutes long, but the same topic is explored for 40 minutes on NPR with all kinds of consultants, fact-checking. They don't want to do that with that condensed MAGA news, so that's unfortunate. Anyway, kind of scattered all over the place, but it's about almost 100 degrees right now, and here we are in the lovely shade here in Douglas.
Yeah, at least there's some shade here, like I say, blocking the sun. Not quite as hot as earlier today.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, sir, for your comments, for your thoughts.
Thanks for being here, and spread the word far and wide.
All right, we are here in Douglas, Arizona.
I'll be your sign.
Hey, ma'am. Can I talk to you? Can I talk to you?
Yeah, who are
Okay,
you?
I'm Todd with Cool FM.
Oh, okay, hi.
All right. Well, ma'am, I understand you're one of the organizers of the event. How do you feel about the turnout today?
It's fantastic. It's hard to cut you off, but we are at least 90 strong, the last count, and it's a wonderful, wonderful turnout. It's the biggest one we've had so far.
And as far as the messaging that you want to get across with this movement, what are some of the things that really are on your mind and the people here?
What isn't? I'm sorry. I don't want you to.
Oh,
kind of in a
yeah. Sorry about
dangerous
that.
spot. I mean, I have to say, what isn't on people's minds? Today, we all woke up and learned that 4 legislatures, I believe, from is it Minnesota, were shot, 2 killed. A few days ago, Senator Padilla was tackled to the ground. Millions of dollars on a military parade, and yet we're concerned about our Medicaid, people being disappeared, our farm workers, people that are in this country legitimately being arrested, and Trump, as if he doesn't know what's going on. Well, he's not very smart, but he then gets on the news and says he thinks that it's hurting businesses, farming businesses, and the restaurants and things. If you didn't know that that was going to happen, you shouldn't be running the country. And in fact, he's running it into the ground, and it's divisive, it's dangerous, and we have just gotten so much of a positive response here, not only in the amount of people that turned up, but the cars going by. 95% have been very supportive and positive. So it's a peaceful demonstration, and it's our First Amendment right to demonstrate, and that's what we're doing.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
You bet. All right, folks. There you have it. The Douglas No Kings protest underway right now till about 6:30 here at the Veterans Memorial. On Pan American Avenue and the junction of Highway 80 here in Douglas.
I couldn't stand him before he was a...
And you,